give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking for room. It's Bohannon.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Looking to throw, it's Bond. Steps away to find some room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. After the run, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. Looking deep. He's got it at the 15. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on third down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. One super tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Turning it on! Slippery slide! Running this way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
bringing it out. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll open this drive, looking to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Buys a little extra time. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for the big play. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Bond. Here comes the heat. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Bond. It's complete on the right side. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Bruin. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quick release on the RPO. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Slings it downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Bond. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, you got to get that fixed.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Murphy. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Washington right back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
31, Washington, 14.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making checks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Bond. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Makes the grab, and they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Huskies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass, it's Bond. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Connection to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
Looking to throw, it's Bond. Under fire. On target. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. Touchdown, Bruin. And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A strike downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Gonna look downfield again. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
1st and goal, Washington.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Using his feet. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He's looking to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
That keeps the score. UCLA.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bohannon.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And it's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just keep slinging it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Washington wants to go quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
UCLA 35, Washington 20.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Bond. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nobody around as he makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Washington right back to the line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third down play from the gun. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Uh-oh, it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, break. Charcoal. Okay, ready?
To the air, it's Bond. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Bond. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Huskies. Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You could see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NCAA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. There he goes! A huge play, and they get him all the way to the 45-yard line. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. He's just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Bond. And it's incomplete on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Thanks to grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high, David. This offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Bond. He's got it. Fights off the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bruins inside the final minute trying to drain the clock.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some